This is Újrét by Pazor Modding. It's 416.13 megabytes to download. There is one required mod for you to download before you can play the map, and that is Lizard Vehicle Shelters by MrHector. Description says, welcome to a fictional village located in Hungary. Become a local farm manager and raise cows, chickens in large quantities, or just start a farm in your backyard and enjoy homestead farmer life. Grow grapes on steep hillsides or just tend the apple orchard. There are hundreds of opportunities on the Újrét map. 40 fields, 2 farms, a bigger and a small homestead, 2 forest areas, 4 production points, 3 sale points, a grapeyard or apple orchard, apple juice production, Hungarian license plates, collectibles, mud system, mod support, that's probably going to be PC only, fine tuned even, not chewed, colour grading. There's a special thanks down the bottom there to a few modders obviously for helping them out. So let's go and check it out. And here we are. This is where you start off in all 3 modes, and this is the map. So it's not a huge map, but it's a very cool map. I like it. So that's the sort of boundary out to a standard size map. And we are all based in here, like so. I'm down here outside our farmhouse. And I am also in new farmer mode, as always. And in that mode, you start off with all this. It looks quite a lot, but basically you've got the outside of the map, which also takes in a few of these areas like this. And this, like so. It goes a slightly lighter colour, hopefully you can see, but that's only 19,778, and I say that because in Farm Manager Start From Scratch you don't own that plot of land. In fact, you don't own any land in those 2 modes, but we'll talk about that in a little bit more detail in a second. So in new farmer mode we get that. We've also got the sort of bigger farm, as it mentions in the description. It's 2 plots across the road from each other, but they are all one price, 253 grand. We've got field 7 here, 156, another field there, 89 grand. And then we've got this plot here, which is where I am. So we've got the farmhouse, a pig pasture, there's a manure heap there, a couple of little sheds, and also a field behind. That's all one plot, 33,312. Now there is other animal pastures dotted around. We've got these chicken coops here. We can buy the land for 67.5, 66 across the road. We've got grape orchards down here, or grape vineyards, whatever you want to call them. Now we do start off owning that one there, but that looks a little bit tricky to get in and out of, if I'm honest. We'll look at that when we go past. But these aren't too bad either. 50 grand, 45, 71, 46, 37. And then the field prices, they're not too bad either. 170 grand. We've got some smaller ones for just 20.5 grand. 129, etc. like that. 200 grand. Not too bad at all. 2 forestry plots down the bottom right. 187.5 grand. And top left, 115,000 just over. So that's about it. There isn't anything that will pop up once you buy a plot of land. I did buy the whole map. Nothing else appeared. So what you see now is what you get on here. So not too bad. We'll go through slot counts, and that's going to please a lot of console players. We'll go through slot counts and mods and things like that in a second. But we'll stay in this mode. Scoot up. There is 20 collectibles. I'm guessing there could be the cartridges. I haven't come across one yet. Don't start off owning any productions. There is contracts available on the fields we don't own. And then in animals, we do start off having access to all of those pens. Now I say that because those chicken pastures are in there, but we don't actually own the land, so we can use them if we wish to. There's our vehicles, we'll come across that in a second. Now in the prices menu, if I scroll down through the bottom, there's no custom crops added in, but there is 2 products, so to speak. So we've got apples, and we can make apple juice from those apples. You'll see those in a little bit later as we go round. And crop calendar looks standard to me. That's about it really. So yeah, that's the map. There we go. We'll do slot counts No, we'll do mods first. Let's get the mods out of the way. There's only a few, so if we go into this mode and go into sheds, we do have that one required mod, which is these 3 sheds at the end. As you can see underneath the prices, lizard vehicle shelters. There is one for the map as well. If I go into silos, there's the manure heap there as well, which is specific to the map. And then also if we go to animals and pigs, we've got this little pig shelter which is just there in front of us, which is pretty cool. That's it for mods, and we will do slot counts, so brace yourself if you are on console. This is ridiculous. I don't know how this has been possible, because you do start off owning quite a lot of equipment. We've got some big equipment as well. Some of it I may, or not I think maybe possibly a little bit too big for the map itself, but that's up to you. That's just my opinion. You could be different in opinion. What am I on about? Right, slot counts. Yeah, so this equipment we get quite a lot. It's only 249 slots. That is ridiculous. I don't get that. It can't be right. I mean, we're looking at 19 slots for this tractor. Crazy. Anyway, 249 slots in new farmer mode. So, medium tractors. We've got New Holland T7 and Class Axion 800. We've got 2 large tractors as well. 2 John Deere 7Rs. Got a huge New Holland harvester. We've got this Strautmann animal mixer. You can make your TMR, that will pick up off the floor as well, crush and shred bales up with it. We've got a huge sprayer as well for your fertilizer and herbicide. We've got a telehandler, lizard pickup, a trailer. If we let that scroll across, you will see the apple symbol there, so we can put apples into the trailer. We've got a harvester header, a plough, a disc harrow, a seeder, a tanker for milk, water, things like that. We've got a bell spike for your telehandler, and then a header trailer at the end there. Now, sell off all that equipment if you want. It gets the slot count down to 62, which is mad. I went round and tried to sell off all the buildings that it would let me to, and the slot count dropped down to 31 in new farmer mode. Now, if you come on here in Farm Manager and start from scratch, as I said, you don't own any land and some of the buildings are missing. The slot count is 210. You do start off with this same equipment I've just showed you, but it's 210. Now, I then sold off the equipment in Farm Manager mode that I've just showed you, and the slot count went down to 23. So that is just mad. I don't understand what's going on there, but there we go. Right, I think that's it for that, so we'll crack on and get going. We've got a sleep trigger right behind us. Up on this bit we've got a wardrobe function. There's a little shed there that's got our pickup in, which we'll be coming to in a bit. A lot of this is just decoration. This is our pig pasture, very cool mod. There we go. It only holds 10 pigs, but it's not very big, so quite cool. We can go in that gate if you wish to. Feed trough there, and you're going to need to give them water. Now it does say slurry there, but I haven't tested it. I can't see no obvious signs where you would collect slurry. Possibly there, I would say. Yeah, I would say possibly around here. Should have tested it really, but I didn't. I do apologise. So there's your pig pasture. If you're putting straw in, because if I go back, look, it does say straw, which I'm guessing you'll tip in there as well. Going to get manure, and that is outside here, so you can collect your manure just there if you wish to. And there's the field that comes with this plot of land just behind us, which is a nice size. So we will jump in the pickup. I'm just going to open these gates up first, and we'll start making our way around the map. A really nice map. I'm blown away by the slot count, because there's some really nice detail in here as well, which I don't get. Crazy. I mean, the fields are pretty good when you're actually out and you can see them. They are pretty big, so I think, yeah, the equipment's probably going to be absolutely fine. We do have a fuel station here, which is a nice one. There's traffic on here, there's people roaming about, which is, again, is really nice on a map. I like that, brings it to life. We will head up to the other farms, or farm, I guess. It's just across the road from each other. We'll jump out and do this side. Do have to open some of the gates on the map. I'll stop there. Can open these doors if you want to bring stuff in and out through there if you want. We've got doors over here we can open up, sheds inside. Workshop trigger just down the end here. I parked the pickup there earlier and it picked it up, so nice there. Got sheds here with all equipment in and under. And then we will jump in here. I'll drive because there's a little bit of a trek. We've got a way station down this end, which does work. We've got our silo. I'm unsure of the capacity, but it is not a multi-fruit. It's just your standard crop types. So you'll tip in there and then you collect out underneath there. So not a multi-fruit, and unaware of the capacity because it's not in the sort of mod section. Can go in these doors as well. That's a drive-through. Very big sheds. Haven't found any lights in any of these, so it could get a little bit dark in there. And then if we just whiz across the road, got more equipment on the right underneath the shelter there. We've got some bunker silos, 3 of, decent size, real decent size. We've got this shed here. Door's a little bit slow opening, but I quite like that. Drive through again. Let's jump in the pickup. I'm going to stop there because this is where all the cows are. So just behind us, again not tested, but I'm just assuming because of these tanks here, I think this is where you're going to collect your milk from your cows. That's going to be a slurry point, which is pretty obvious. Got another manure heap there, which you can see bottom right, and the field info. Collect that there, and then this is going to be where your cows are. You can open the doors in all of these buildings, and very much like the chickens, which we'll see a little bit later, you buy your animals or put them into your pen in one spot, but it spreads them across all the buildings, which is a nice touch. So feeding straw through the middle there, and your dialogue box down here for your cows. It's just there, 300 of, and we've got gates in and around. There's a few gates in between the buildings as well. They appear out here, they'll also go into the buildings, but like I say, they will be spread out amongst those buildings, which is pretty cool. Jump back, tab to the pickup because it's a little bit quicker. Cool open shed there. Got a water point there. It's that base game one, so it will charge you, so you may want to swap that out for a free one. And that's that farm area. There's the field behind, we own that, and we also own that one the other side, which looks empty, just behind that farm. So there we go. Nice and big, plenty of things to do I think on the map. We'll head on out. Try and stay on the road. I was looking at my notes then, do apologise. There's the apples, we'll come back to those in a second. Oh, there is a train line there. The train does actually come along. It's doesn't really look suited to that being a sell point back there. You'll see what I mean in a moment. Hopefully the train will appear. But it looks more like a sort of passenger train that you see in modern day time. Anyway, this is the mill. So this is basically a grain mill, so you can buy it for 120 grand. I'm not going to buy it because it is like a grain mill. It produces flour. Tip in there and your products are going to appear there. I really can't talk today. I love this bit though. It looks like the train used to come through this area. The tracks actually stop. Can I open those gates? No, they've been chained up. Look, the track just stops over there behind the bushes, but it will, or used to at one point, loop round in like that. It's all a bit sort of overgrown. So pretty cool that. I like that. Nice detail. That's your mill. So yeah, you can't actually use a train, but there is a sell point here which is classed as the railway station sell point, which is literally over there, but we'll stop there better in a second. This is into the apple orchard, so we can buy this for 60 grand. I will buy it. I need to add in some more money in a second as well, and then basically we can grow apples. Just needs water, nothing else. I'm assuming we get the apples from here. You just pull up and unload, although there is this area just there, so that's interesting. Again, I haven't tested that. I'm not sure what I would, well, unless that's like a bulk water thing, but down here by some of the trees you've got tipping in points. So, not quite sure there. Again, I haven't tested that, so apologies for not testing. I normally do, but it's getting a bit late in the day and I wanted to get this map tour out for you guys. There you go, but see, we're going to spawn there, or you're going to be able to load up from the trailer. You might even be able to do both, I don't know. But just here is that sell point, railway station, it's literally called. Are we going to see the train? I don't think so. And then moving down, we're now into the sort of orchard area, and if I stop about here, this is the section that you own in new farmer mode. As you can see, there's a fence all the way around this one, and it goes all the way up around this side. These ones are okay, you're going to be able to access these no problem at all. You've got tracks either side of them, but there's houses up here. It looks like you've got to, I mean, you're never going to get in there. You've got gates there. If you're trying to get equipment in there, I don't know how that's going to work. Unless this one is just decoration. I don't know how you're going to get anything in there. And like I say, there's fences round the back here. I don't think we can... No, we can't get rid of the fences. So that's an interesting one. Moving on from there, we need to swing a left. And then you can bring your apples down to this area. I do like the way a lot of the places you visit are big areas, so it looks like there's things going on. Now when I came on here earlier, because I added in some money and skipped forward, this gate was open, but we can still open it. So I think some places will have a time limit on the gates. But just here is the fruit juice factory, to get it right. We can buy this, which I will do, but I need to add in a bit of cash. I think it's about 180 grand to buy, so we'll put it up to about that. 180. And it's going to be like your grape processing, so we can do raisins and grape juice, which is cool because obviously you've got the grape vineyards there, and you can do your apple as well. So apples in, apple juice out, pretty straightforward. Unloading there by the look of it, and then just over this side we've got this zone here where your pallets are gonna spawn. Right, out of there, back along. Some nice fields down here, potential to plough through to make them even bigger if you wish to. May have to clear the odd tree here and there. In front of us is one of the forestry plots. But we're going to head up this way. And then either side of us we've now got the chicken barns, so to speak. Right, come on guy, speed up. I will only show you one, but they're pretty much similar, just opposite each other. So I'll pull up there, we can open these gates. And again, like I said with the cows, this is where you're putting into your chickens, but they're going to be spread along out of these, I think it's 4 buildings there, isn't it, in total, which is cool. It's a whole 1,000 chickens though. We can open all these doors like so. There's lights in here, I think there is there we go, there is lights in these on the wall, and you can open the doors down the end as well. Feed just in there, and your eggs are going to be around the back of that main building. So where you're putting in your chickens, that's where your eggs are going to appear. So over the other side of the road it'll be exactly the same, just reversed. There we go. Let's move on up. Nice church on our right hand side. We're going to stop about there. I'm going to run back here. So this is the road we started off on. Our farmhouse is just along there, but this is the guy we want to come see. This is, I don't know how you say that, Venus Hexeg. Apologies for my pronunciations, but round the back here, this is basically your bakery. So we can buy it for 90 grand. I won't buy it, but you're tipping in and your products are going to be there. So cakes and flour there, sorry, cakes and bread for that place. Across the road we've got this, which is a sell point. This is ABC. It's like a little supermarket or something like that. Round the back, there's your sell point. So yeah, I mean, you have got some big equipment on here, so you might struggle a little bit getting some things in round there. I suppose the tractors, you've got your medium ones, shouldn't be too bad. But I don't think you want to be rocking anything bigger than what they're giving you, so we've got you covered, I think. Right, up to the end, turn left, and then right. Now I'll quickly turn my help menu on because I spotted this as well. It does say there in the help window, look, opening hours 9 till 7, so that's for the store, the shop. So if you try and get in here before or after 7, it might not let you, so just be careful with that. But you've got a shop menu just there. We've also got a workshop trigger just in there. This is also your reset point, so if you buy, lease or reset anything, it will appear down in there. And we'll jump back in. 2 more things to see which are virtually opposite each other, and that is it. So I'm going to pull in there, and stop the engine. We've got a horse pasture, which is just there, dial box, 5 horses, gates there, so if you want to take them out for a ride, not a problem. They're going to need water and feed. There's your triggers just there. And then right behind us, in these gates, tipping in onto this tarpaulin, got a sell point. This is Uncle Sanyi. There we go. We can drive straight through if we wish to. Like so, and then that down there is where we started. Look, that's your farmhouse. So there you go, guys. We kind of did that out in all this, up, down, across there, up, stop there, did those, and come back round sort of a U shape, a loop, whatever. That is Újrét by Pazor Modding. I hope you have enjoyed the map tour, guys. If you have, please hit that like button and let me know your thoughts on it. I think it's a pretty cool map, to be honest with you, and blown away by the slot count. That is ridiculous. If you're new to the channel though, please consider subscribing. That'd be awesome, and don't forget to smash the bells so you don't miss any future videos I post. I've been FarmSim Snowy. Stay frosty.